If you're whitelisted, you have a 75% chance of making profit rather than people who are not whitelisted will have a 21% chance to make profit. This shows that it's harder to make profit when you're not whitelisted to NFT projects. Two big recent examples of this are Invisible Friends Mint, which minted at 0.25, which is about $650. At the peak of trading, hit 13 ETH. This would have been about a $30,000 profit. Next one is Hate Beast. Mint price was 0.2, about 510, peaked at 8 ETH, nearly a $20,000 profit. Yes, these were two of the biggest anticipated projects, so these returns are not normal. But in my experience, for good projects, I've seen a consistent 2 to 4x when it's a bull market, from whitelist mint to secondary sales on OpenSea. If you're new, let's cover some of the basics of a whitelist and the general process. Feel free to skip ahead if this is boring to you and you already know this, and just go straight to the 3 uncommon tips. So what is a whitelist? A whitelist is where NFT projects will reward early supporters and community members with the ability to mint and own an NFT early. So being on a whitelist guarantees that you get an early access spot. You want to think of this kind of like a early seed investor into startups, with sometimes having a lower cost to actually get the NFT. You don't have to worry about gas fees or it selling out, and you get to have your NFT and be part of the project. Most hype NFT projects are going to sell out. They usually sell out in public, and they usually are selling out by bots right now, or you find yourself in the middle of a gas war and you spend a lot of money. On the Ethereum network, inside that gas fee, you want to think of it, part of it, as a tip to the miner. So the bigger the tip, the more likely the miner is going to pick up your transaction first. So all of these traders are fighting and increasing their gas costs while trying to stay profitable. And then that's why you get a gas war, because you're essentially cutting the line, the more gas that you pay overall, so that you can get the mint before it sells out. This can dramatically increase gas costs and overall costs for trying to get into NFT projects. If you get into a whitelist, you get to skip this whole process as long as the devs and the teams are competent and they didn't oversell their whitelist, which is starting to happen, so be careful with that as well. Right before you spend your money, you can see if this is gonna potentially be profitable, especially if secondary sales are going above what mint price is, and it's already profitable because you can see demand already happening on these secondary marketplaces, making it easier for you to make money. Here are the typical ways to get onto whitelist. These are the usual suspects: beg, be active in the community, and participate, which usually means chat grind in the Discord, make friends with people online so you guys can all suffer together and ease the pain. Then hope that the moderators notice you enough to give you a whitelist. Others are invite a certain number of people, win a fan art contest, be lucky, win a giveaway, or just be extremely early and get there before everybody else. And hopefully you get the OG role, which usually rewards early supporters with a whitelist mint. So here are 3 tips that are uncommon that most people trying to get whitelists are not using. These tips will make it easier to get whitelist, but also help you scale and get more whitelisted spots. Tip number 1 is increase your luck. The easiest way to increase your luck is to increase your odds. It's easy, but it's time consuming. You want to enter in a lot of raffles and contests as many times as you can. One of the things you're going to want to do is create multiple wallets, multiple Discord accounts, multiple Twitter accounts, or whatever other account that you can, and just take all the time to create all these accounts so you can enter in as many times as possible. Depending on the project, you might want to take this a step further and have a VPN or proxy every time that you submit for a raffle, just in case they're checking for IP. Enter in all public giveaways. There's a lot of whitelisted giveaways in a lot of public discords for big NFT projects that you don't even have to own the NFT to be part of. So organize your Discord, organize your Twitter, so that you can find these a lot easier. Use Discord plugins like Better Discord, use Twitter monitoring platforms like TweetDeck, and then just enter in as many things as you see, as many times as you can. If you have a VA, have your VA grind this for you as well. The other thing you can do is find high quality NFT groups that give a lot of whitelist spots to its members. You want to find a small amount of members to a high amount of whitelist spot given, and usually these are going to be paid groups. But in my experience, the great ones will pay for themselves within 1 or 2 minutes or even more than that. Again, in a bull market, this works better, higher chance because more projects go up. 2 alpha groups that have already paid for themselves and I can't recommend anymore are Ryan D Crypto's NFT group and Metaverse HQ. Ryan D Crypto's group, it now costs $120 a month, but literally it's paid for itself for years, to be honest. MVHQ, you have to buy the NFT, and right now it costs around 3.5 ETH currently. Here's a tip. It does sound expensive, but it is worth it as long as you have enough liquid to buy the NFT and then come into the space and still be able to trade with that. A tip is to wait till there's a downtrend, there's a bear market, and then start submitting offers anywhere from 20 to 50% below floor price. When I originally got in, it was 2.5. And then I put in offers. I got into MVHQ at 1.77, and a lot of the different knowledge, the whitelist they give away, have paid for the membership itself already. The best thing about this is the NFT you own. So you own your membership, and depending on your price point, you can appreciate in value, which actually has happened to my NFT already. So not only am I gaining alpha access and all the information and being able to be surrounded by whales and smart money and smart traders, I got paid to do it because my token appreciated in value, which is crazy. Both groups hustle a large amount of whitelist for the community. As a warning, not all whitelisted projects are going to make it, so you still need to be selective because it can still tank. So another form of high utility NFT are ones that offer a whitelist marketplace. This is where you can buy whitelisted spots for up and coming projects. One good example of this is Habibi's, where they have a whitelist marketplace. The main Habibi NFT costs about 0.732 right now, which you can stake up the NFT, you lock it up on their platform, and it generates a token called oil. This token can be redeemed for various projects for a varying amount of oil. And usually these NFTs come with a closed Discord where they provide alpha and research as a bonus to these NFT holders. I'm not an affiliate for any of these groups. I just highly recommend them because I love the community and what they've been delivering to the holders. Tip number 2, outsource the grind. The first NFT project that I ever grinded was Cosmic Wyverns. It took away 2 years of my life non-stop chatting in Discord, at times putting in 12 to 16-hour days chatting while I had a full-time day job, trying to balance my work while chatting and responding to people and being active. It can be rewarding, but it was extremely draining. I was burnt out and I never wanted to grind a whitelist chat again. So solution, hire a virtual assistant to do the chat grinding for you, or hire an artist to submit custom artwork for the fan art contest. This works better again in a bull because more projects will do well. Always weigh the cost to how long it might take, because there's plenty of people who are super active and helpful and participate but still don't get chosen by these NFT projects. So have a VA work on a variety of projects to pursue at the same time to balance out the risk. Popular platforms for outsourcing chat grinding and related whitelist admin are Upwork.com and OnlineJobs.ph. I know traders who also exclusively work with online artists, graphic designers that solely create custom artwork to submit for whitelist contests. This can be a cheaper yet more effective option if you can find a great working relationship at a good price. Platforms to use are going to be Fiverr.com and Upwork, or hire a friend or family in real life. Amazing adaptations and high quality art tends to do well, or extremely funny memes can be successful as well if you or your VA has a great sense of humor. The risk is you pay for the art, but you don't get chosen for the whitelist. The process does take up a lot of upfront work, so be quick to cut the VAs that don't work out. It can be very costly in the beginning since you need to interview, you need to test out candidates, on top of how to best manage people and their work and the hours that they're putting into this. Be warned. Communities could take away your whitelist spots if they know you're using a virtual assistant or outsourcing the artwork, so be very careful. Tip number 3, provide unique value. Whether it's Web 2, Web 3, content is king because it's a way to get organic marketing and increase word of mouth for NFT projects. Social media is the primary driver for one of the most important resources for an NFT project: attention. Without attention, great NFT projects, promising tech startups, and amazing products die. Great marketing leads to great attention, so it's natural for most NFT projects to want to reward content creators, especially if the content has the potential to be viral. There are multiple ways to create value through content, and some of the ways that I've seen work are asking to host community event streams. A popular format is streaming a game online like Marbles, which is a free game that viewers can play through the Twitch chat. If you're a DJ, you can ask to DJ a online community event or do a set for their launch event or create a custom beat. If you're watching this, you should try this or at least suggest it to the team. One of the last easy things that you could do is apply to become a moderator for their Discord, because moderators are often paid on top of the whitelist spots that they're potentially given. I know people in the space who freelance running marble games for NFT projects so they can keep getting whitelisted into new projects. So you could potentially offer this as a new service to newer projects. And always remember, make sure anything that you create is well thought out, is just not a fan video shilling the project. You do not want to lose the trust of your audience just because you want a whitelisted spot. Only support projects that you believe in and that you've done your research in as well. You are not limited to the list above. Just think of your unique strengths and what value you can add to an NFT project. Think outside the box, because this will be the way that helps you stand out. That being said, there was a point in time where people were doing insane stuff to try to get whitelisted into projects. One of the biggest things people were doing was tattooing their body with the NFT art or the NFT project name. And I've seen people get whitelisted for this in the early days, but, and this is a big but, most projects have stopped rewarding this insane behavior. And more recently, I've seen someone tattoo their body and not get a whitelisted spot and proceed to delete all their social media accounts out of embarrassment, and they didn't want to be online to see what people would say about them. Please think twice before doing anything that has long-term permanent effects. Your mental health will thank you. So those are the 3 uncommon tips: outsource the grind, increase your luck, and provide unique value. So I'd love to know what tip you're gonna try next for the upcoming NFT project you're looking at. So leave a comment below, subscribe, because I will be covering upcoming projects to get whitelisted for. And as always, take care, talk soon, and I'll see you in the next video.